Okay, good. I think we're getting connected. I just wanted to bring you some news quickly. I have to wait for the thing to say connected. Hey, everybody. If you're seeing me, not sure. I'm going to wait until I am sure. Going to bring you some news about John Podesta. I'm sorry, Tony Podesta, really. By extension, John Podesta. There's some information that suggests that he may be indicted as soon as tomorrow. So I wanted to get that truth out on the market. There's some inside kind of anonymous information that came out 4chan. I'm live on YouTube now, so I'll go ahead and jump to it. This is the news that got me talking tonight, is that Mueller, this is from the AP. It says Mueller grand jury investigating top DC lobbyists. And the top DC lobbyists mentioned in the article are Tony Podesta and a guy named Vin Weber, or Weber. He was the head of the other firm referenced in the indictment of Paul Manafort and Gates. So I could tell this from the indictment. So basically they quote a little bit from the indictment. They say Podesta's in trouble. We know Podesta stepped down as head of his eponymous lobbying agency. And I knew right away from reading the indictment, and anybody would have known, that Podesta was in big trouble. And we saw Tucker Carlson report on it, because in the indictment it reads, here's number 20, as part of the scheme, that's the scheme to launder money and lobby on behalf of a foreign government, Manafort and Gates solicited two Washington, D.C. firms, Company A and Company B, to lobby in the United States on behalf of Yanukovych, the Party of Regions, and the government of Ukraine. For instance, Gates wrote to Company A that it would be, quote, representing the government of Ukraine in Washington, D.C., unquote. Now, it's disputed whether Company A is the Podesta Group or if that's Mercury and Company B is the Podesta Group. But the point is that it should have been clear to those two companies, Mercury and Podesta Group, that they were lobbying on behalf of a foreign government. Number 21, Manafort repeatedly communicated in person and in writing with Yanukovych, and Gates passed on directions to Company A and Company B. At the direction of, number 22, at the direction of Manafort and Gates, Company A and Company B engaged in extensive lobbying. Among other things, they lobbied multiple members of Congress and their staffs about Ukraine sanctions, the validity of Ukraine elections, and the propriety of Yanukovych's imprisoning of his presidential rival, Yulia Tymoshenko. So, in other words, the indictment was fairly clear that Podesta might be in trouble once you figure out that he's one of the companies mentioned. This other company's in trouble too, Mercury, but the one you're interested in is the one with Podesta on the awning outside. Should I say on the awning? The other thing that makes this interesting with this news breaking today is that there was something posted on 4chan with a lot of interesting information about what might be coming down the pipe. A lot of breadcrumbs, as this person calls it. Breadcrumbs, Q Clearance Patriot, Anonymous. Somebody sent this to me. The big news, and the reason I decided to go live, is because I saw the AP reporting on it. They were reporting on Manafort right before the Manafort indictment came down. So are they reporting on Podesta right before the Podesta indictment comes down? Well, this guy says November 3rd, which as far as I can tell on my calendar is tomorrow, today being the 2nd, it says Podesta indicted. So I want to see if that comes true tomorrow. And I think we should all be looking at the newspaper early in the morning to see if it comes true. And then we really have to think, is on November 6th, Huma indicted, it says. Is it really happening? Are they cracking open the egg? Pretty exciting days. So I wanted to make my prediction out there based on this guy's prediction. You can find me doing live shows at twitch.tv/lifttheveil411. Even though this will stay on YouTube, there's a lot of stuff I talk about that doesn't stay on YouTube. So subscribe to this channel, the one you're on now. Hit the notification. I do go live here every time I can, but a lot of times the shows disappear. That's why you don't see as much content anymore, because they censor us off YouTube. And tune in, I'm announcing now, special coverage on the 4th, Saturday, of the Antifa or something like Antifa protests. We'll do multi-streaming, we'll take phone calls, we'll do background. It'll be a really, really exciting show with a lot of people tuned in. So catch that and watch for the indictment tomorrow, Podesta. And then just pray for the indictment of Huma Abedin further down the pipe. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Cheers.